How can you enjoy life when you feel like you're enslaved and a victim to the systems and structures that are going on around the world? Like what Lori is mentioning in this comment. I'm going to be covering this today. The comment was dropped on one of the videos that I did in the series called What in the Hell is Going On Around the World? It's a 7-part series. Go check it out. I have several supplemental videos in there as well to support the message. I channel a group of cosmic beings that are here to help us on our human journey, and this is what they shared with me. So Lori says, thank you for the message. Yes, I've heard it many times. The problem is, how can we be joyful when we are barely surviving with enslavement for paying our bills, mortgage, food, health insurance, etc.? Okay, I hear you. I have struggled with the same thoughts myself. I'm an advocate. I'm here to help bring all of this to light, to expose the systems and help you make your own choices to live the life that you truly desire. I channel a group of cosmic beings, and this is the message that they gave. First of all, everything that's happening in our reality, we are creating. This is the most beautiful thing. I've done a lot of videos on this, but it's connected to this comment. The most beautiful truth is that we chose to come here, and I'm going to be covering this in the new series here in a little bit, titled, Why Are We Here? What did we come for? But we chose to come here for many, many reasons. But while we're here, what happens is we get into the system at a young age, into the education system, and we are not told that we're souls, eternal souls, having an experience in a human body. We're told that we're limited and we have to go external for answers. So we start operating our whole life from that perspective, and that program will run until we die, unless we take control and change our belief systems. So what the message that I channeled for this group of cosmic beings that I channeled, they wanted, I drew a picture here I'm going to get to in a minute, but when we're born, we come into this beautiful, beautiful earth, Mother Earth, who provides everything for us. The universe is unlimited in its resources, and we actually create our reality through our mindset, through what we believe is true, what we envision, and our emotions. Okay, so number one, we have to turn off the media. If you are struggling with fear and anger and resentment, etc., number one, look, are you watching the news? Are you listening to people that watch the news? Are you reading newspapers and magazines, etc.? If you are, it's time to turn it off, okay? This is contributing to you creating the reality that you do not want. So let's get to the drawing here. This is our Earth reality, okay? We live in a realm where we can create a reality based on these ingredients again. So there's one way to look at this, how they're showing this to me, is there's two ways to live, okay? We can live, so this person is fueling, we fuel which reality we want to partake in based on how we're showing up, our beliefs and what we envision, our emotions. So we can either own our sovereignty, we create this reality, we can take ownership for that. We are creators, we are free, we truly are free. We are, we want to filter into the reality that's joyful, where we're playing, we are doing heart-aligned work, things that light us up. If you're not lit up by what you do, it's time to leave the job. It's time to make changes. We own this reality. We can enjoy nature. We peace is available to us. We can connect to our higher self for guidance instead of going external for information. We can connect within to our higher self, who will always guide us to our highest timeline of joy and abundance and happiness. We can operate from a high vibe place, which is love, gratitude, authenticity, speaking your truth, living your life authentically, which will have a ripple effect out to the collective in a positive way. And your guidance comes from within, again, your higher self. So when you start making decisions from this truth, your reality will start to shift. When you are whichever place you're feeding, whatever your minds are at and your actions and what you believe to be true, wherever you're feeding those ingredients is what you're going to see in your reality. Okay, so if you start feeding the fake reality that's been created, then you feel powerless. You're giving your power away to the systems and political people that are making decisions on your behalf. Others' choices will impact your life. You become a victim. You're supporting false systems and structures. The 4 pillars of control appear that I've covered in lots of videos. You are slaves to the systems. You can feed your power in giving your personal power to politicians. You feel fear, anger, and resentment in this reality. You are lower vibe, which has a ripple effect negatively out to the collective. Your guidance comes from external situations and people, okay? So what my guides are saying here is that whatever reality you feed is the reality that you participate in. So there's 2 things to consider, they're saying. The systems that Lori is talking about, this is very high level because I have limited time, but we knew what we were getting to when we came here. taxes, health insurance, auto insurance, all these programs that take from us. We knew about that. That didn't matter. That wasn't even a factor, because we come here in this plane to do many things, which I'm going to cover in the next series. We don't care about some of these things from a soul perspective. Once we get here, we get to choose if we participate in those things. Okay? Now, if you choose to participate in those things, do it from a place of joy and trust and the feelings of abundance, and trust that the universe will provide for you. Okay? Because the universe is unlimited. We're taught that there's very limited resources in this reality, but there's not. So if you choose to operate from these systems, paying the government money on your income, on your land, etc., then do it from a place of joy and gratitude, and trust that the universe will always be providing you what you need to do that. And that's just playing along with the game and saying, okay, what they're reminding me here is that they're saying it's like if you purchased a property with a homeowners association. My first property had an HOA. I will never do that again. What happens when you do that is you are giving permission for the homeowners association, the HOA, to make decisions on your behalf. No garbage cans where you can see them outside. Your house has to be painted specific colors. You have to have your yard edged, certain flowers planted, whatever the HOA is requiring. That means you're giving your power away to other people to make decisions for how you're going to live in your house, or what your house is going to look like, etc. When you get upset about other people on the HOA telling you how your house has to look, that's on you, because you chose to give your power away to an HOA, right? But if you say, that's no problem, I knew I moved into an HOA, and so I'm going to follow the laws and regulations that they put forward, no big deal. I'm fine living within that reality. You are going to be a much happier person. So on one hand, you can participate in the systems and structures that are taking from us with joy and gratitude and allow the universe to provide. But if you're participating and you're angry about it, which I struggle with sometimes still as well, if you're angry about it, then what you're doing is creating resistance, and the universe is less able to provide flow for you, because you become a magnet for what it is that you desire. So if you're participating in the systems and angry about it, you start to slow down the flow from the universe and providing what it is that we all have access to, which is unlimited abundance, and you're in conflict. If you don't want to participate in those systems, then that's your choice, and own it to the fullest. Do it from a place of trust. Do it from a place of empowerment. You know what? I'm not going to participate in these systems anymore. And then own those decisions. And if it feels better for you to do research beforehand, before you make those choices, again, when you make those choices, you start living within this reality, right? Now, I understand that fear might come up and say, oh gosh, if I don't pay all those things that I'm supposed to be paying, what could happen to me? That would not be an appropriate time to disconnect from those systems, because then you're creating a resistance, right? You're going to start creating negative things coming in on that timeline. So I'm going to drop some resources below of some people and websites. You'll have to copy and paste them. So what I mean by that is go down to the notes section of this video for people on TikTok. I don't think it's going to show up on my other channels. So if you want the resources, you'll have to go to TikTok to find those. And copy and paste the links into a browser, either a search engine, or if it's a TikTok link, into TikTok, and go and do your own research and find out how you can, within this human incarnation, reclaim from a system perspective your sovereignty. That's your choice if you want to do that. Or you can choose to not participate in the systems anymore, but full ownership of those choices is what's going to have a better outcome for you. Okay. I'm going to address more in upcoming videos here, but when we believe that we are slaves to the system, we will then experience, it'll feel like a lack of abundance. We're going to feel resentment. We're going to feel anger. We're going to feel fear, which means we're operating over here from this timeline, from this reality, and we're going to experience a lower vibration, where our subconscious will continue to bring into our reality more things to reinforce how we're scared and we're victims, etc. So it all starts in the mind. It starts here. Our beliefs, what we envision, and our emotions literally create the physical reality we live in. So you have to make a choice. If you're going to participate in the systems, that's okay, but own it and say, these systems have nothing on me, because I'm a sovereign being coming here to play this game, and I trust the universe is going to provide. And then you start taking action on the steps that the universe provides to you in order to live with the most joy and abundance within that system. If you don't want to live in that system, you have a choice. But make sure that you make that choice from a place of trust and love and gratitude instead of fear. And you will see your either choice you make, you're going to see your reality shift. I hope this helps. Drop your question in the comments. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next video.